So, after that enlightening first half of our morning, where we had some lovely presentations, we had Alexa and Sarah talking to us, identifying some of us, sending shivers down our spine. But now it's time for our technology initiative session, which will highlight impactful digital architectural agricultural initiatives. So let me introduce our first speaker in this session, Dr. Vivek Bhoite, soil scientist. Oh, soil to soil, sorry. Soil scientist and coordinator of the AI project at the Agricultural Development Trust, Baramati. Dr. Bhoite works closely with farmers in Krishi Vigyan Kendras to deploy AI enabled agricultural tools and soil science innovations. His work focuses on translating research and digital technologies into practical solutions that improve farm productivity and sustainability. May I please invite Dr. Vivek Bhoite to share his insights?
Okay. Good afternoon, all of you. The innovation is the key factor for the changing of the development in farmers' livelihood. The Agriculture Development Trust is the institute was started in 1971 for the upliftment of the farming community. Today, Agriculture Development Trust having the different divisions, mainly Krishi Vigyan Kendra, India's best KVK, was started Center of Excellence for Vegetable, Center of Excellence for Dairy. And the key factors was that most of the agriculture entrepreneurs started their businesses by the support of EDT. India's first drip irrigation was set up on the farm of the Agriculture Development Trust. And practically, the use of AI, machine learning, and data algorithm was developed and used first in India and after Seattle. This innovation was started with the help of Microsoft and Oxford University. We have other collaborations for research and extension, but for development of the AI algorithm with the key support by Oxford and Microsoft. Actually, under the Farm Vibes, first of all, this project was started by the leadership of Honorable Pratap Pawar sir at Agriculture Development Trust and Dr. Ajit Zavkar from Oxford University and Mr. Ranaviri Chandra from Seattle. All of you know that these are the various problems facing by the Indian farmers. The climate change, the environmental issues, degradation of the soils, all the recommendations are there. All agriculture universities and allied universities try to uplift the productivity, enhancement the productivity, the quality, and all research are going on. But actually, the rain-fed farmers and horticulture, vegetable growing farmers are facing lots of problem. So, to overcome this problem, 5 years back, our domain knowledge team, Agriculture Development Trusts, all scientists, the scientists from Oxford University and Microsoft's have collected the huge data and first innovative project was started in Agriculture Development Trust 110-acre farm in sugarcane. So we have planted all these varieties and we are focusing not only to upgrade the yield, enhance the yield. But we are observing how the efficiency of these resources will be increased, the carbon levels, the quality in sugarcane, the sucrose percent, and first of all, we have established this system at our farm. We use computer vision, AI, machine learning for collection and data storage. We use Azure platform. And these are the users, that is satellite mapping. We collected 12 parameters by AWS. We use drones, mainly soil moisture, temperature, and pH EC sensors we used, and some of the field equipments. So, this is the process. Initially, the data collection, data storage, data analysis, and whatever the algorithm was developed by all the scientists, we got the recommendations and the results. We use these co-pilots in agriculture. Out of these, some of we used, remaining will be in future we will using all these co-pilots. Actually, these are the tools we used for development of the algorithms. In case of sugarcane, the average productivity of Maharashtra and India is very low as compared to other countries. There are so many factors behind that: the management, the climatic factor, the efficiency of the nutrients, all these factors behind that. But most of the farmers, when they use the proper good agriculture practices, SOPs, they got more than 100, 125 metric ton per acre. So, when we started for implementation of this project on 1000 farmers field last year at different locality, at different agroclimatic regions, say from Kolhapur, Sangli, Satara, Solapur, Usmanabad up to Buldhana, Nanded. Initially, we have trained the farmers how to use this AI on their mobile phones. Earlier, it's very difficult to implement this information actually in the field. But our strength is that on the basis of seeing is believing, this first implementation project, pilot project, was successfully implemented by these organizations. In that, mainly Microsoft played the role for giving us the big platform, Azure platform. Oxford scientists backing up for development of the good algorithm. Map My Crop is with us for satellite mapping. The FUSL team for collection of the data of agroclimatic weather data and the sensors. Our team was validated most of the sensors from past 5 years. And whatever the sensor, the IoT tools gives us more than 98% good results. These IoT tools mainly used on these farmers field. So this is the detail. I cannot go in these details. And this is the outflow actually. The data collections, data, whatever the data we use, that is the varietal data, the soil physiological, microbiological, chemical data. All this data we have used for algorithm development, storage, and these are the findings we got. Actually, this is the flow. This is the architectural diagram where we used for these 1000 farmers field. Actually, this is the scientific process we used in this pilot project. We got crop monitoring, say from first day to harvesting. As per the physiological stages of the sugarcane crop, there are 5 physiological stages: germination, shoot initiations, then the internode development, the grand growth, and the maturity. Throughout the process, we got the information through this process. We got the information of crop phenology as per the growing dates, and whatever the information we got in the local language, we developed the app, that is Krushak app. That app was developed past 15 years, and I am the innovator of that app. More than 8 lakh farmers were used in Maharashtra for application of the fertilizers. Fertilizers means soluble, split application, mixed fertilizer, and all these things. Now that app was converged into a recommendation of this information for AI growing sugarcane farmers. Actually, this is the initial plot we have established in our farm. We got 150 metric ton yield of sugarcane per acre. Out of that, the resources was used very less. 50% water was saved, 20% saving in recommended dose of fertilizer. But that time, the light intensity play a major role because AI teaches us not only the water, not only the fertilizers, nutrients are important, but like a seed type crops, sugarcane and all these, intensity is very important. Last year, last year, the rainfall started from 15th of the May till September end, and all the things are playing very well role, but the light intensity was very less. That time algorithm suggested that you provide the light, sunlight. It is not economical for sugarcane like crops. So that time our AI system algorithm suggested, recommended that you should apply stimulant, photosynthetic activity stimulant. It may be biostimulant, it may be other ways. When we applied for 1000 farmers field, our PhD student, MSc student collected the data after harvesting all these plots. Actually, the VSI, Vasantdada Sugar Institute, more than 100 private and cooperative sugarcane factory was participated in this program last year. Their cane development officers was observing all this experiment, and our PhD students. When we collected the data, the results are very appreciable that only out of thousands farmers, only one farmers got the yield of 95 ton point 600 kg per acre. Out of rest of the farmers, 999, they got more than 100 metric ton yield. The plantation was done in the month of June, July, September, October, and Suru plantations. When we going depth, how much quantity of irrigation water they used, how much time of electricity they used, and all the parameters analyzed, when we analyzed statistical analysis, and we got very good results. I will present in front of you. Initially, we captured the images, we developed the KML file for satellite mapping. We have collected the soil samples for chemical, physical, and biological parameters. On that basis, we prepared the analysis report, recommendation reports. But that report is not fully usable throughout the year. This is for our reference. We have tested all these varieties. These are the varieties recommended by CM 265. This variety is very well known for Pune district sugarcane farmers because this variety was growing in saline and sodic soils also. See the growing patterns, the growth promoting factors, the total cane height as compared to recommended practice, the height of the cane, the single cane weight, then the malleable canes per plant, then the number of internodes, the average internodal growth in Adasali sugarcane when we harvested after 15, 16, 18 months, maximum internode we got up to 30, 31, 34. Here, the internode numbers was also increased up, and the overall impact is that we got 150 metric ton sugarcane yield per acre. The potential yield of that variety is only 66. When we seen the which is the factor is impacting for increasing the yield, and we got that not single factor is impacting for increasing the yield, but overall all the good agriculture practices whatever recommended by this system is the effect of this. For other varieties we got the same results in PDN 15012, 805, all these varieties. See, in the sugar recovery also, we can't change the physiology of the crop, actually the characteristic of the plant, the varietal characteristic, but we change the uptake pattern, we change their growing pattern, and that's why the efficiency of the resources was increased. No single drop of the fertilizer was leached or fixed in the soil because the portion of the active root zone is irrigated by this system. The soil moisture sensor, the vapor pressure deficit system, always recommend farmers, this is the real time condition of your farm. You can irrigate or not irrigate. If you irrigate, what is the ideal time to irrigate? What is the ideal time to fertigate? Because the vapor at the time of vapor pressure deficit, whatever the quantum of fertilizers we apply in the soils, 99% of the fertilizer should be available in that area, though leaching losses are very less. Now, our whole society was facing the problem of drinking water that is due to nitrogen. We have observed that the nitrogen percent of the water was reduced, not 100% clear out, but some of the quantum we observed in that. So, this is also very important for environmental point of view. Overall impact is that no doubt when we apply all SOPs, good agriculture practices, we got good results. But here, the sucrose percent, we predicted, the system was predicted the sucrose percent. Second thing, the sugar recovery was increased by 0.5 to 1.2. There is the mistake of 2%, 1.2. We can't change the varietal characteristic, but due to good management practices, the recovery has also increased. And all other factors are very effective. So this is the overall impact of sugarcane farming. That story, one of the farmer of our 1000 farming community, Mrs. Seema Chavan presented their success story at Bharat Mandapam, Delhi last year. That time, Mr. Satya Nadella sir was observing and he pointed out that this is very impactful, and he posted their this success story on their media. After that, Elon Musk sir also appreciated this work. Actually, this is very good to us for appreciation, but actually appreciation is that when 1000 farmers sugarcane productivity, when we increased by 40%, minimum 40%, some of the farmers increase their productivity by 50%, 60%, 70%. That is actually the appreciation for us. Actually, due to time, I am not presenting in detail, but this is the system. Now, after successful implementation of this project, our partners are concentrating on developing the algorithm for rain-fed farmers for Vidarbha and Marathwada also. For that, we have selected the crops like soybean, maize, pigeon pea, sweet orange, lime, kagzi lime, and ginger. So, for these farmers also, our institute was focusing for increasing the productivity. For that, we have developed one Google app form, which who is interested to establish this system on their farm, they can participate in that. So, some of the picture I want to show here, how much quantum of the irrigation water required and the growth of the crop. So this way we have suggested farmers mainly apply drip irrigation. Drip irrigation is compulsory for throughout the recommendation systems. Second thing, plantation of the sugarcane through seedlings. More than 46,000 sugarcane growers was trained, aware for the systems in the office, on the field. More than 100 sugarcane factory was participated in these programs. We organized for successful implementation of this project. Our team, our partners was working not only in our war room but on the field. Every 15 days we have organized one meeting, online meeting, and whatever the problems occurs in the field, so many problems are initially occurred. The actually data collection through sensors also difficult when the soils was compacted, the moisture levels not clearly understood by the farmers and us also. So all these things, whatever it may be, we have clear and we got this success. So this is little bit regarding our this project. Thank you very much.
I just have one question. You said 150 metric tons per acre. So 375 metric tons per hectare. Yes, 375 metric tons per hectare. If this really becomes the productivity of all the sugarcane fields in Maharashtra, by what percentage we will have to reduce the area under sugarcane? Because today the average productivity is 100 metric tons per hectare. So from 100 to, you go to 375, so 375%. So obviously the area under it will come down from a million hectare to hardly 3 lakh hectares. If that happens, Maharashtra soil will be saved forever. Today sugarcane is a curse on Maharashtra.
Your
Sugarcane
question
not a
is,
boon.
yeah.
So
Actually, we have presented the results, the pilot project, whatever we implemented in our KVK farm. We got the result for that farm. But after that, in second year, we have taken 1000 farmers. And the average productivity of these farmers is more than 100 metric ton per acre. We got 150 metric ton yield for 265 variety at our farm. The maximum productivity of that particular variety at our farm. But for 1000 farmers field, we got more than 100 metric ton productivity. One of the farmers today have awarded at Sugarcane Breeding Institute. He got 118 metric ton yield in 365 days. That means 1 year. So your question is right, sir. But there is some
Like, that
limiting
is fine.
factor.
Even if in 1000 farmers field they got an average yield of 100 tons per acre, it makes 250 tons per hectare.
Yes, sir.
Whereas today our average productivity is 100 tons per hectare. Maharashtra average is 96, 97. So if we even increase it by 2.5 times, or when you take it all over Maharashtra, suppose 2 times, then the area under sugarcane will come back from 1 million hectares to 5 lakh hectares. Then how much water we will save, which can be used for other crops, and
That's-
Maharashtra will undergo a transformation in agriculture. So
Actually, yes, sir.
what is the plan to uh,
The next,
replicate it?
yeah. Next, this year, 5,000 farmers field 5,000 farmers were participating in this project, and all this system was established now on 5,000 farmers field. Actually, for implementation of this project, there is a need to support by the government and other officials. Unfortunately, in our state, in our country, for such technology, we can't get support from central ministry or state government. Initially, the state government, Honorable Ajit Dada, was very impressive and very supportive. That time, he support more than 500 crores for this project, but don't know in future whatever it may be. But our institute spent all the assets for developing this system till today. No single rupees of support we can't get from other resources. Mr. Prataprao Pawar, who is the president of All India Newspaper Association, was very much interested, and due to his vision, this project was implemented, sir. And not only in Maharashtra we implemented this project, but at UP, Andhra, Karnataka, and Telangana, sugar factory like Mavana, SNJ, Shakti Sugar was with us, and that places also we have selected the farmers in hub and spoke model, and our project was implemented. Thank you.
This has happened in practice. So far we heard theory, this was something that will happen next door. So that only proves the technology. The basic idea of giving this presentation was to say, yes, it is there implemented in the fields of Maharashtra and very highly successful.
May I request Sarangi sir, please felicitate our speaker, Mr. Bhoide.